He doesn't have this weak of a range as I thought, as I was hoping for. But it was weak enough. It was weak enough. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. So we're going to go with this. This is going to go in. It's going in because there's KO on everybody's head and we cover them all, and seems fine. Considering positions. That worked. Pretty good. I defended the big blind here. And probably just going to check fold. I think I want a little more to check raise. And I would check raise more if there wasn't a KO in my head, but I'm going to get shoved on more by ace highs, I think, in this format than usual. I think it's easier for people to find those. The question is kind of around bet sizing. Got called by aces. We got looked up. We got it done. There we go. There we go. I think I'm supposed to jam this one, guys. I think this kind of sucks, though. Alright, we chop. Chop works. Chop works. Got in pretty bad there. Got it in pretty bad and got lucky. Happens. Especially when you're me. I'm good at getting in bad. I'm gonna peel. It's a small open. It's not that small, but small enough. Gonna call. Seems like the play. Yeah, it's gonna be a consequence of me doing my lead. My hand pure calls, so I can't mix it to fold. Gonna lose against aces or kings. Gonna have a hard time folding now, I think. Got him. We got him. We had the best of it. Here, I think mostly I bet large here on the flop, but I think this hand I'm just gonna bet small because I feel like it. It feels very efficient to bet small, and like I don't really want to torch the EV of this hand by betting large, and I think that this hand has like such good properties for betting small that and I can have a range that bets small, and like I do, I think this hand can go into it. So bon voyage. Let's get snapped. King, queen of diamonds. Ace 5. Let's go. Ace 5 no good. Ace 5 is no good, homie. I win. You lose. He won 160K. They say he had 2 accounts. He says he lives with a poker player. And he can prove it. Presumably. Otherwise, it's not much of a story. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm biased, obviously. Like, and I don't work with Party right now, but I'm biased because I've worked with them in the past. And I think that they really genuinely try to do everything in the best interest of their player base. So I would say that they probably had really high conviction to make a decision like that they know is going to be controversial and stuff. So that doesn't mean they're not wrong. It just means that they probably, you know, like that player's going to fight tooth and nail, and like every human in that player's position is going to fight tooth and nail, and like they should, and like, you know, they have every right to, kind of thing. But like I said, I think that like that's an obvious situation for that player, and Party doesn't do that all the time, obviously. So I would say that that's all. I mean, that's all I know. As I would assume that Party made that decision after some deliberation. But I don't know any details, and it's totally wrong for me to speculate about it, so I'm not gonna. This is interesting. Should just be a lot of 5x probably. I don't think I can really get away from that though, so I think we just barrel. He's gonna jam. I'm gonna call. He's gonna have a 5, but I don't think that there's merit to like checking and like letting him bluff because his spades pick up here as well. And like he's gonna have some hands that aren't a 5. It's just that like mostly he's got a 5. This is gonna be the world's nittiest check ever. These have been really small bets. I can't remember exactly how many big blinds we started this hand with. What is this, 25K? Yeah, he has like less than 20 bigs, right? So because he has less than 20 bigs, he shouldn't really have like 6 as much or 4 as much. So yeah, it's 6s. Fuck. That hand should, I think that hand should just go in pre. Well, let's look at that real quick. But for sure that I shouldn't. I'm right not to assume that he's not supposed to have a lot of 6s there. That's just going in before the flop. He has 20 big blinds here. I mean, it's not a bad spot to call. I guess I didn't know exactly how many bigs he started the hand with. I tried to reverse engineer a little bit, like exactly what his stack was going to be, but I was off by a little bit. I thought he was going to have like 17 bigs. He has 22. Would have been easier if I would have switched to big blind mode. So yeah. So anyway, so like, I mean, he's not. It's not like a huge. It's fine to have 6s there. I thought it was a little bit shorter. All right. That sucks. I'll take a 5 though. Or 4. That doesn't do it. Pretty standard open. Getting kind of short. Just gonna go with min for my probably my whole strat here. Going to call, obviously. I mean, obviously I'm not folding. I guess I could raise, but I'm not going to raise his hand, but someone could. Annoying spot. I was thinking about raising. Just putting the player in. I don't think I like the hand for doing that, but I was thinking about it still. It's tough against that size. Alright guys, I'm super excited to be bringing you my man Way's cash game bundle on BBZPoker.com. Way is someone who's actually taught me a lot. He's actually really helped with my understanding of some things that I thought I knew and showed me where I was making quite a few mistakes. So if he's able to turn my game around in a few spots, I think he'll be absolutely incredible for you guys. I've watched the entire bundle from start to finish. I think it's one of the best organized bundles on BBZPoker.com. I think it's an incredibly powerful piece of content for professional poker players and amateurs alike. In fact, I think it's probably even stronger for beginning and amateur players than it is for professional players. And I couldn't be happier. So head over to BBZPoker.com and go get Way's bundle. These 10 big blind KO spots. This one's, we started with 500,000 chips. So I'm gonna make a call here. Bad flop. Damn. We did start with 500,000 chips. Works for me. 10 big blinds. Here we go. Ace jack. Beggars can't be choosers. This is it. That's not good. Oh, that's good though. That no diamond on the turn was nice. There we go. There we go. I run so good. I run so good. I run so good. We just jam this. Oh, that's a big spot. Come on, hold. That's a bad flop. Come on, one more. Oh, fuck. That's such a big spot there. Oh, that's such a big spot. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. Oh, man. Oh, well. But that was good. That was a good spot for us, for sure. Very good spot to get the chips in. Ugh. Yuck. We're going to peel here. Pretty standard. Take that one down pre. Works for me. Gonna check call flop here. I'm going to overbet the river here, I think. shot at this, actually. Although I think checking's probably good. That sucks. Seems like my hand functions best as a bluff catcher now. I think we ripped this one in, guys. Oh, sad face. He turned a pair. He turned a set. Ugh, that sucks. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that the range is just like a pair of tens a lot, and like king x no kicker a lot, and a set sometimes, and a flush sometimes, but not very often. I think it's mostly. I think that range is mostly, and like I don't have a spade, and I'm aware of that, and I don't think that that's that big of an issue. Into that range composition, I think into that range profile, my shove's good. It's unlucky that I ran into a set, obviously, when he turns, you know, like he had what I thought he had, you know, like. It's not like he checked back the flop with a surprise. Like he checked back the flop and then he smashed the turn. So it's not like I'm still comfortable with my play. It just is one of those things that happens. It's annoying. If you play a pot with me, and I get to the river and like the only hand I can have is like pocket sevens, and let's say your range has like lots of bluffs that are eligible in the range, right? And you bet like I don't know 3x pot. If the only hand I can have is pocket sevens, I'm going to take out my fucking randomizer and I'm going to call you 20% of the time, 25% of the time. I'm going to call 25% of the time. So, in lower limit games, if the only hand someone can have is pocket sevens and I bet 3x pot, probably going to fold. Like, they're probably going to fold. So, that's going to increase the EV of my bluffs beyond indifference. And so, like, I'd probably bluff a little bit more. But, like, again, this is all splitting hairs shit. Like, this is all, like, at the margin. The backbone of my strategy, like the foundation of my strategy, will look identical, and it will be my generic unadjusted strategy will be enough to win for a large margin at lower limits. But yeah, that's how I think about it. I've rambled about it enough, so sort of interesting spot here, I think. I think like every once in a while, I think I can just like check raise here and shrug and get jammed on and have it be fine. He doesn't have this weak of a range as I thought, as I was hoping for. But it was weak enough. It was weak enough. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. But that has more to do with the field than it does to do with the buy-in itself. Like, it's a derivative of the buy-in. Because it's low buy-in, the players suck on average. So, but that's not it's not the buy-in itself. Like, the buy-in itself doesn't change things. It has no impact. Okay, so guess I'm gonna call. Don't think there's much raising here. I want to raise. I think this hand raises like super sexy. Kind of duplicates my value hands, but I just don't think I'm supposed to raise here much. So we're gonna go with not raising. I think this bet should be like small, maybe 1/3 to 2/3, or check. That's fine. It's kind of in the range of what I thought. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this hand against this size. Kind of feels like I'm supposed to call, so that's what I'm gonna do. But call might suck. I don't really know. I am going to jam versus check. I'm probably going to get snapped a bunch, but I still think that that's the play. Oh, shit. I might have to close the stream. All right, no, we didn't. We just busted. That's a super standard call there. I don't think that hand's like something to think about. But yeah, I was running a 2-minute delay, and I was like, I might have to kill the stream if like this player actually goes into the time bank for real. But we didn't have to. I mean, like, I don't think that hand took 2 minutes, so I think that that's it is what it is. I think that the player just made what I would consider like a super standard call. I'll be back. I am going to be back with more than a 2-minute delay. I'm going to change my delay right now, actually, as soon as I get off this stream, because the 2-minute delay was kind of intimidating in spots like that one, where I know like if he goes through his whole minute, he's going to see my hand. And yeah, so hopefully you guys found today interesting. Again, make sure you're checking out BBZ Poker for all of your poker needs. We've got the charts. We've got $10 videos now. We've got the seminars, we've got CFP, We've got we're starting people in low stakes games. There's a lot going on, guys. So head over to BBZ Poker and check it out. Thanks very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Bye.